I grew up in an era where even the word cancer kind of was a death sentence. I didn't know a lot about it until it struck me. Hi, my name is Angela, and I am a 55-year-old surgical tech in Goldsboro, North Carolina, which is my home. So I am a mom of 4 beautiful children, and I have 11 amazing grandchildren. I think most people would say that I have a servant's heart and that I am fun to be around because I like making other people laugh. That makes me feel like my life is not in vain. If I can make you smile and forget everything that you're going through, it's a successful day for me. So I've been a surgical tech in labor and delivery for the last 18 years, and my job just means bringing life into the world. I work with an amazing team, and we get to be a part of history for the babies that are born here in Wayne County. So it is an amazing job. Pre-diagnosis, I did not know a lot about breast cancer. I heard about it, but I did not know exactly what it looked like, what it meant. I grew up in an era where even the word cancer kind of was a death sentence. So I didn't know a lot about it until it struck me. So I found a lump in my breast, and I just kind of shrugged it off, thinking that it would probably go away. A couple of months later, during a self-check at home, I found that it was still there, and I started to be a little concerned, not too worried, but just a little concerned. So I called my doctor, who was one of my amazing teammates, and I told him I found a lump and I need a mammogram. So he sent me over for a mammogram, and ironically, they didn't see anything on the mammogram. So it was recommended that I have an ultrasound. So 2 days later, I came in for an ultrasound along with a biopsy. And I was told that it was a very small tumor, and they felt like they got most of it when they did the biopsy. And about 3 days later, I got a diagnosis that said I had intraductal carcinoma, which was breast cancer that was in my ducts. That was a hard blow, and I actually just broke down. I started crying. I never knew anyone personally that had breast cancer. I was adopted, so I didn't know any family history, and I didn't know why me. So I had an appointment for an MRI, and I really didn't think that was gonna show much, but it showed a 5-centimeter mass. So when I went to the physician, he told me 5 centimeters is really big. He said, but I am just in awe because it has not spread. It's almost like something held it in place. I knew what that was that held it in place. But he said that I would have to have my breast removed. And at this point, I was completely fine with that because I believe that if something offends you, cut it off. So I was good with that. So he scheduled my surgery for the following Monday. And it was, I don't know, I had some tearful moments. I had some fearful moments. But hey, that's what we do. We're human. So I went in for my surgery. He removed my breast. And the next day, I was out visiting the sick, the shut-in, the elderly, just going on about my business. So anyway, I ended up having to have chemo. I didn't know what to think, and I could not imagine. But Dr. Casbari, he sat and he explained everything to me so thoroughly. And he just told me what it was gonna be like. So once a month for 6 months, I had to go in and have a chemo treatment. They were draining. I had a lot of nausea. I was very tired, but I had a family. I had a job, so I had to keep pressing. I had to press through those days, and I am so grateful for my amazing teammates that helped to carry my load at work, because chemo takes a lot out of you. So at the end of my chemo treatments, I had to shift over to radiation. I was told I had to have 33 radiation treatments, and they were going to be every day, Monday through Friday, and I would get the weekend off. So I went back to work, and every day on my lunch break, I would walk over to get my radiation treatments. I would get my treatment, I would go back to work, and I would finish my shift. I had amazing teammates. The radiation burned me terribly, but those sweet girls, every day, they would dress my wounds, and they were so amazing. So at the end of my radiation, I had another appointment with Dr. Kaspari, and on that day, I went in to get the results from all of my testing, all of my treatments, and then guess what I was told, you guys? I'm ready. I'm ready. You ready? Guess what, y'all? I am cancer-free, and I am an overcomer. You talking about an amazing feeling? Let me put this water down. There is no joy like hearing the words cancer-free. I am telling you, I laughed, I cried, I called everybody that I knew and told them the news that I had just received. If I had never felt special before, I did that day. I knew that I was loved enough to be healed, and now here I am. Now, I am just ready and excited about helping other women on their journey, because you too can overcome. We just have to link together, be pink sisters, and walk this thing out. We can do it. And for you women that are really nervous about getting mammograms, there's nothing to be nervous about. Early detection is really the key. Prognosis is great. So get those mammograms done. And not just that, I am a big advocate for self-breast exams at home. You know your body better than anybody else. So hey, let's do those checks at home, and let's get those mammograms done. So remember me, Angela Mills, and I am an overcomer.